All right. Grizzly, if it makes you feel any better, I was born and raised here, and I still can't grow a beard. Before I found comedy, I really struggled finding myself. Sold life insurance, and then a close friend died. I tried cooking barbecue, but I'm way too white for that. I even tried writing country music, but I haven't fucked enough relatives. After all that, I had two options left. It was comedy, which I chose, or throwing marbles on the floor at blind schools and pulling the fire alarm just to see what happened. Thank God I chose comedy. I fucked just enough relatives for that. I was told to be a good comedian, you had to have a traumatic childhood, and my parents are still together. So I had to look back at my life and figure out what kind of trauma I've been through. And for me, it all started in the womb. My mom had 8 miscarriages before I was born, and basically I was born out of a cancer sac. She had uterine cancer, so I beat cancer before I was born. All my other siblings that didn't make it, either they carved out a suitable living quarters for me, or they're just pussy-ass motherfuckers. Either way, I'm a beast. I just have a vision of baby me in the womb box and a tumor, not in my house, bitch, boom. But no, I got a question, where's my wish? I mean it, make a wish. If I don't get one, there'll be hell to pay. So that was my first encounter with trauma, and it didn't stop there. When I was 2, my 14-year-old cousin took me for a ride on his go-kart. And in the 90s, I guess safety wasn't a thing, because I was flung out and cracked my skull open on the curb. Yeah, karma caught up to him though. He became a pro-am MMA fighter and cracked his skull too. Karma's a bitch, fucker. Oh no, but my trauma continued. A few years later, I saw my first dead body. Staying the night at a friend's house, and his dad had a roommate named Dale who was in a wheelchair. Dale was awesome. He wore fingerless bicycle gloves and dictated chores for us to do. It's kind of like that old man that tells you what life's all about, but he was only 40. One morning we ran into his room, and his eyes were wide open and he wasn't moving, and we just, "Get up, Dale, come on, get up, get up!" Which, in retrospect, his wheelchair was on the other side of the room, so it's a bit insensitive either way. Oh, but my trauma continued. Not too long after that, my dad had his 4th neck surgery, and they fused 4 discs in his neck. He's got permanent nerve damage, and he still can't really turn. As a kid, I was happy he was home 24/7, but really bummed out because we couldn't do much together physically, like play catch. Fast forward to my teenage years, I noticed him not being able to turn made it a lot easier to do shit behind his back. This was also the time I became a horny little fucker because of puberty. So yeah, needless to say, my dad learned how to cover his asshole without looking real quick. No, I'm not gay, but Aquaman was my favorite superhero growing up. So the trauma continued. You know what liking Aquaman pre-Jason Momoa does to a kid? I was bullied by the kids that got bullied, right? No, but I can talk openly about my trauma. I'm a BetterHelp graduate. And I've learned that every traumatic experience has a positive counterpoint. A couple examples. My mom had to get a colostomy bag, and she was terrified, and it really worried me with her health. Positive counterpoint, I will not have to change her diapers when she's elderly. Another example, my son, when he was little, had to have surgery on his pee-pee, and it was terrible, painful. We had to keep it clean and lubricated, and I felt so bad, and a parent really feels a child's trauma. However, positive counterpoint, it's great material. I get to stand on stage and say, I lubed up a little boy, hopefully without sounding like a creep. No, but I know what trauma is, and I'm confident in my ability. But just in case, I still have a stack of marbles and a list of the blind schools in the area. All right, thanks guys.